so much you can do. Be who you're meant to be. Peaceful Warriors Wellness. Feel better, move better, be better. Peaceful Warriors. All right, good morning, everybody. It is Friday, April 2nd. Hopefully everybody survived yesterday with April Fool's Day. As far as I know, I didn't have anybody play any, nor did I play any pranks for April Fools, so it's kind of a lost opportunity for us here. But we did help people feel better, move better, and be better through therapeutic massage, corrective exercise, stretching, reflexology, and many, many more here at Peaceful Warriors Wellness Center, downtown St. Petersburg. Please, if you have any comments or questions, please add them to this post. We'll be posting it immediately after the session. Also, if you comment during it, it'll show up as well. And like and share it. It really helps us help you and help people that you know, your friends, family, coworkers, etc., that might see it on your Facebook page and decide that they want to feel better, move better, and be better. So please grab yourself a strap, a belt, a rope. I really like using these stretch out straps from OPTP. You can get it on their website at optp.com. You can come down to our office and buy one right here in the office and take it home with you. We sell them, so whatever works best for you. But let's go ahead and start off with reaching up overhead, reaching for the skies. Come on up to your toes. Stretch your fingertips as far away from your toes as you possibly can get them. Open up the spine. Create space between each and every vertebrae. All right, bring your heels back down to the floor. Put your feet a little bit more shoulder width apart. And let's do a left hand side bend. Stretching out the side, right side of the body. And to the right. All right, bring your arms down to shoulder height. Let's rotate the spine, turning your upper body to the left as far as you can reach. All the way around to the right. You want to hold each of these stretches for just a couple of seconds and then release it. Increasing and improving your range of motion each time you do this, day in and day out. Take the end of your strap in your right hand, reach up overhead, let that strap hang behind you. In between your shoulder blades, you're going to reach down with your right hand as far as you can, like you're trying to scratch that itch right between your shoulder blades, the one that's hard to reach. Reach, use the strap to assist. Hold it for a couple seconds and release it. All right, here comes Foxy and Colette. Good morning, how are you?
Good, how are you?
Good, thank you. Bring that right hand back behind you at your belt. Hi, Foxy. Good morning, young lady. How are you, huh? Oh my goodness. Are you ready to start your day? Huh? You got a full day today?
Full day.
All right, me too.
Bright.
It is bright coming in, sun coming in. All right, yeah, you too. So with your right hand down here on your belt line, the strap over your left shoulder, let's reach up between the shoulder blades from the bottom. Use that strap to help assist you and improve, increase your range of motion. You're not yanking on it, you're just gently assisting. Bring that elbow up to shoulder height and bent at 90 degrees. We're going to rotate the shoulder backwards, back behind you. So keeping your elbows stable, reach back as far as you can and improve that range of motion. This will help take so much pressure off the nerves that come out of your neck and go down into your arm. A lot of people get carpal tunnel, tingling, numbness, all sorts of fun things going on. So let's go ahead and go with the left hand up overhead, reach down between your shoulder blades, gently assist yourself with the strap. Bring that left hand to your belt, back behind you. Strap goes over your right shoulder. Reach up between the shoulder blades. This is also very important for the women that may be watching. Oftentimes, they have to reach back there to hook or unhook their bra strap. That can be very awkward over time, especially if they've had injuries in their shoulders. Shoulder rotation, reaching back, rotating, elbow stays in the same spot. Good. Dangle that strap across the back of your neck and shoulders. Okay. Place your hand flat on the wall with your fingertips pointing behind you, about shoulder height. Now we're going to step forward with the left foot and rotate your chest away from the wall. You want to feel the stretch across the top of your chest and across the front of your shoulder. And you're easing into and out of the stretch. Go ahead and turn around. Plant your left hand on the wall. Step forward with your right foot and rotate. Perfect. All right, head and neck, also very, very important. So we're going to turn our head to the left. Use your hands on either side of your head to gently assist yourself. Notice that I'm creating the movement and then I'm allowing the assistance at the end. But the movement is being created first. We're not using the leverage to create the movement. All right, sit down on the floor. Let's go ahead and stretch out the calves. You want to take that strap or rope or belt around the ball of the foot, like so. If you happen to have a stretch out strap with these pre-sewn in loops or a belt that has a buckle that you can, run around the foot and then cinch it, that's also a good way of doing it. So there we go. Now we're going to pull the toes towards the nose. Go ahead and lie back onto your back. We're going to keep that right leg straight and do some right leg hamstring stretches. Those are good. Take the strap around the inside of the ankle and underneath your calf so it goes back to the outside of the body. It's going to help rotate your toes in. And now we're going to go towards the nose. All right, take the strap out from underneath the calf, go around the outside of the ankle, and back between the legs. Now we're going to go towards the left shoulder, keeping that leg straight. Now we're going to stretch the outside of the right hip and scissor our legs across the top of the other leg. So the right leg goes up and across the top of the left. Bring that right leg up to 45 degrees and scissor across. Now we're going to bring that leg up to 90 degrees. Or as close to 90 as you're able to get your leg. If you can't get your leg to 90 and it's only at 80, do the very best you can. All right, let's take the strap out. Go around the inside of the ankle. Straighten that leg out. With the strap in your right hand, keeping your right leg straight, you're going to do half of a split. All right, bend your knees. Bring your right ankle on top of your left knee. Set the strap aside. We're done with it for just a moment. Your right hand on the inside of the right knee, your left hand on your shin, and let's rotate the hip by pulling that right foot closer to the left shoulder. A little bit of gentle pressure on the inside of the knee. And you feel that deep in the right glute. All right, let's switch sides. Strap goes around the ball of the left foot. Pull those toes closer to your nose. All right, lie back. Keeping the left leg straight towards the same side shoulder. Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, let's take that strap around the inside of the ankle towards the nose. All right, around the outside of the ankle and towards the right shoulder. All right, now we're going to scissor the legs across. So the left leg raises just enough to come across the top of the right. What'd you give her in the cup?
I went to Starbucks.
Oh.
Good girl, go.
All right, 45 degrees, scissor across. I've never seen her pick it up and carry it.
There you go. Good girl, keep going.
Good morning, Dory. You're afraid I'm going to take it.
Take it from me. You cannot have it, Daddy.
I was going to hold it.
Okay, come on, let's go.
All right, bring your leg up to 90 degrees and come across. All right, take that strap out from underneath your calf, go around the inside of the ankle, half of a split on the left side. Pull that left leg out to the left as far as you can. Remember to breathe. If you can't hear me breathing, hopefully you're matching that exhale. All right, good job. Let's go ahead and bend the knees. Take that left ankle on top of the right knee. We're done with the strap. You can set that aside. Put your left hand on the inside of the left knee, right hand on the shin. Let's rotate that hip by pulling that left foot closer to the right shoulder. All right, let's go ahead and come up to our knees. Keeping your left knee on the floor, step forward with your right foot out in front of you. You want your heel on the floor, your toes should be up off the floor. You want your knee bent at about 120 degrees. And you're gonna push forward and sit down into the stretch. Keep your chest upright and facing forward. It's very easy if you rest your hands on top of the front knee. We're stretching the front of the left hip in this case. Super important for people to spend too much time seated. Switch sides, right knee down, left foot forward. Push those hips forward and down a little bit. All right, so one of the things that gets really important for people, especially as you tend to get older and you lose some of your range of motion, is getting back into the basics. And so what do I mean by that? When you were an infant, mom and dad would put you into your crib or wherever they were going to put you, and they would always put you face up, okay? Well, not always. Sometimes they put you face down. But regardless, you were always trying to figure out how to go from face down to face up so you could see what was going on. Oftentimes they have the mobiles above you that entertain you and move around and catch light and just fascinate you, right? And that's great. So what happens is, in order to start creating movement and the ability to get from point A to point B, there's some things that are very important to try to figure out and learn. And the more basic that you get in relearning those movement patterns, the easier it is for you to rehab and progress back to normal movement patterns. So we're going to go ahead and do a little bit of that today. This is called segmental rolling, okay? And what's really fun and interesting about this is how simple yet how effective it is. So take your right hand, lift it up towards the ceiling, keep on going, rotating your shoulders to where your hands are about ready to touch. And now I want you to take your hands and lift them up over your head. And simply by doing that, you'll roll yourself over onto your stomach. Notice that you didn't really take a whole lot of activity or muscle engagement to do that. Now take your right hand out to the side, lift that hand off the floor, and reach until your hand touches the floor, and now you're back on your back. And you can do that in both directions. So left hand, rotate your chest and your shoulders, touch, lift overhead, and bam, you've rolled yourself over. Left arm out, reach back, and it'll pull the leg over. You could be completely paralyzed, top or bottom, and do this and roll over. Now, Obviously, if you're paralyzed with both, top and bottom, you're not gonna be able to do that. But if you lost the ability of your arms or your legs, just one or the other, you could still roll yourself over. Take your right leg, reach across, and now straighten that leg out. Lift your arms over your head, and you'll roll yourself over. Same thing here. Reach back with your right foot until you touch the floor, and now straighten that leg, and you'll roll over onto your back. Left leg across, touch the floor, straighten out your legs, and it'll pull you over. Reach back with your left leg until your left foot touches, straighten your leg, and your body rolls over. So, segmental rolling. It's fun to practice, it's easy to do, and it teaches some very, very basic things neurologically that make a big difference. So let's go ahead and come on to our bellies again, right? You can either do the segmental rolling or just whatever way you want to get to your stomach, okay? Now, if you've ever seen an infant on their stomach, they're hearing things and they're trying to see what's going on, the first thing they figure out how to do is to lift their head and chest so that they can look, right? They haven't figured out how to engage their lower body yet. They're just pulling their head up and trying to look around. So come on up into what's called cobra in yoga and stretch out the stomach. At some point in time, they figure out how to lift their hips up off the floor. Push your hands back so you come into this all four position. Okay? So now here you are, you're on your hands and knees, and then you figure out that if you go forward with one knee and the opposite hand, that you can actually crawl, right? Now, generally speaking, there's no crawling backwards, but there is crawling forward, right? So I'm just doing both right now to engage in the movement pattern. So this movement pattern becomes very important when you learn how to walk because you have what's called cross pattern mobility, okay? It helps stabilize the spine. So it's really important for people to have spine instability to engage in crawling and walking exercises that will reprogram that stability through the spine and movement, okay? All right, so the next thing that a child has to do is figure out how to stand up. Now, more often than not, it involves a wall or a piece of furniture. So either way, whichever way you want to do this, and they figure out how to walk themselves up that piece of furniture or wall until they're on their hands and knees. And you may even see them trying to figure out how to turn while holding on with one hand and seeing what's going on over here or see what's going on over there. The next thing that they got to figure out is how to stand up. Eventually we figure out how to pull one of your feet forward and push up until we can stand, okay? Usually, balance becomes an issue here. We haven't engaged our core properly, and we have to learn and figure out how to stay standing before we start stumbling forward and learning how to walk, right? And that cross-pattern mobilization comes into play again. But that's kind of part of the process. So at any of those stages, you have a hard time with that next step, and it might just be being able to come from your knees to standing. Spend time practicing that, okay? And if you need a wall or a piece of furniture, then find one. If you need something underneath your knee, like a pillow or a pad, to help cushion it so that you're not on the hard surface with your knee, a lot of people have a hard time with that. Put a pillow or pad underneath it so that it doesn't hurt, okay? Just keep that one leg forward, grab yourself a spot on the wall that you can use for balance, but really try to not use it as much as possible, but have it there for safety and security so you don't fall, okay? Especially if you already have stability issues. And practice moving up and down, up off of the floor and back onto the floor. For people that have lower back pain and stability issues, it's really scary, the idea of getting onto the floor, because they don't know if they can get back up. So it's really important to spend some time training these muscles to support the body, to help lift yourself up, to go up steps, to go up a hill, or any of these other challenges that we face, especially as we lose some of that mobility and stability. Okay? Obviously, if you do that on one leg, you want to switch legs and practice on the other leg also. Okay? And notice I'm not using the wall to lift myself, I'm using my legs. Okay? So hopefully that helps a little bit. I know it's very basic, but I don't know who is watching and who is not watching, what your fitness level is. If that was too simple, I apologize. If it's exactly what you needed, you're welcome. I look forward to seeing you on Monday. I hope everybody has a great Easter weekend. If you celebrate Easter, have fun, be safe. Hopefully you're able to enjoy some of that time with your family this weekend. Take care.